it's me. Lately on Twitter, well, all over the internet, but mostly Twitter, there has been a ton of meta drama going on within the drama community. There's rivalries, jealousy, drama videos about drama, creators making exposés on other creators, people pointing fingers and tearing each other down over disagreements, and just a lot of turmoil. And I really want to just break it down. So we are going to do a little bit of a deep dive into the history of YouTube drama and what in the world is happening to it today. And as I do this, I will be working on some sort of caricature illustration drawings of some drama YouTubers, just ones that I feel like drawing. I'm going to turn this into like a collage with some dramatic YouTubers mixed in as well, and just kind of make it my thumbnail. But at the end of this video, I will be sharing some of my viewers' artwork, so if you would like to draw with me, I would love for you to send me your art on either Instagram or Twitter at paintandsipyt, and I also have a subreddit, r/paintandsipyt, where you can send me or post really anything you want. And one last thing before diving in, I do have a Patreon where I post fun coloring pages for my $1 tier, and I also send out stickers and thank you cards to my $3 and $5 tiers. So all of that will be linked below. Now let's talk about the downfall of YouTube drama. I was first introduced to YouTube drama in about 2018 with channels like T-Spill and Angelica Oles, and then later on I was introduced to Spill Sesh and all the real gossipy type channels, you know, the ones that are kind of more like reporters than commentators. But then I branched out a little bit and started watching some channels like Dustin Daily and Petty Page, and eventually newer channels like Hello Leash. But before I became a consumer of YouTube drama content, drama YouTube pretty much started out as beauty drama YouTube, and it eventually evolved into what we see today, where basically any creator is free reign to be called out and held accountable in such a public way here on YouTube. I feel like the precursor for drama YouTube really started in about 2016 when very opinionated beauty gurus made sure to let their thoughts be known about beauty products they loved or hated, shady makeup company practices, spilling tea about just beauty and makeup specifically. But then I think drama YouTube really boomed in 2017, 2018 in direct relation with Jeffree Star and the drama that he found himself in with losing his friend group, his dark past being resurfaced when he had to face an expose video made about him from his ex-friend Kat Von D, which is actually the first expose video I ever remember watching on YouTube, which ultimately led to his collaboration with Shane Dawson, and then Dramageddon 1 and 2 happened, and so much more. Drama YouTube really thrived during this period in Jeffree Star's life, and the success of drama channels, I think, almost directly correlated with Jeffree Star's involvement in beauty guru drama. Of course, as drama YouTube hit its peak in 2018 and 2019, other non-beauty creators got caught in the crossfires of being called out and held accountable for their shady and problematic actions, including Tana Mojo, Trisha Paytas, the Paul brothers, and notably Gabby Hanna, who I'm going to later elaborate on because Gabby Hanna contributed a ton to drama YouTube. But throughout all of this and through the transformation of drama YouTube starting as reporting on beauty drama to analyzing YouTube apologies, to analyzing body language, to analyzing every creator's every move, from drama channels spawning commentary channels, to the rise of viewers from those who just wanted to catch up on some tea, like reading a celebrity magazine in the checkout aisle of a grocery store, to people wanting to like bask in the negativity, and then there's also people just wanting to actually talk about right and wrong and hold people accountable and highlight social issues displayed in YouTuber behavior. Today, I believe we may be seeing a rivalry between these different types of YouTube drama creators. Creators online have been very strict and kind of sensitive about whether or not people label them correctly as either drama or tea or commentary, and people seem to hold a lot of pride in their labels in the drama community, especially on Twitter. I think I'm going to say the term especially on Twitter a lot in this video, so bear with me on that. And I personally do not care what you call me because I think I'm a little of everything. I'm still finding my footing and my comfort zone on this channel, but sometimes I do more serious essay-like videos like this one, and sometimes I do really silly parody videos of drama YouTube, and I really make fun of dramatic thumbnails and titles sometimes. But most of the time you'll find me somewhere in the middle or doing something totally different entirely. But on Twitter, I've seen creators who identify as commentary get extremely offended if someone refers to them as drama, as if drama is like a degrading title. And then there are people who are trying to just break away from those titles altogether and instead identify as like journalists and want to be taken more seriously than drama YouTubers and commentators. But for the sake of simplicity for this video, I will just be referring to most, if not everyone here, as drama or commentary channel. And not only is there rivalries stemming from the names and the labels and who's better on the ladder of morality, but now more recently there seems to be rivalries between one specific creator and another, solely based on conflicting opinions and disagreements about how certain situations should be handled. There are a ton of different examples that I could use to support this point, like, for example, Smoky Glow versus Angelica Oles, or Dustin Daly versus Smoky Glow, or Without a Crystal Ball versus a whole bunch of different creators. But this one rivalry that I do want to bring up, I want to bring it up because of how many creators actually chimed in, and this whole thing definitely created a bit more of a substantial rift, at least in the recent months. Okay, so here's what it is. Recently, within the past month or two-ish, we saw a feud between YouTube drama and commentator channels Pastel Belle, now known as Belle Aubrey, and The Willie Mack Show. And these are two very different creators with very different opinions, and they would make it known. Just as a real quick summary here, Belle Aubrey used her platform in many ways, including as a way to shine a light on Eugenia Cooney and her ED, trying to explain to Eugenia and fans of Eugenia how harmful she thought it was for Eugenia to be using her platform the way she does, saying it's triggering for all the young people watching. And this eventually turned into a call to action made by Belle, that a change needed to be made and action needed to be taken directly by YouTube as a platform to take Eugenia's channel down in order to benefit the greater good. And some fellow drama commentary creators supported this stance from Belle Aubrey, even publicly showing their support and agreement, but in reality it seems like most of the community really disagreed, and people started speaking out against Belle and her stance. The Willie Mack Show is a drama commentary channel who is extremely polarizing, where people either really love him or really hate him, and some creators classify him as part of a group called the Commentary Bros, which is a group of mostly straight men on the platform who participate in drama and commentary YouTube in a way that's very upfront and unfiltered, and being praised by some as being unapologetic and telling it how it is, but others criticize this group of creators for often expressing opinions that people say come from misogynistic or privileged positions. So the Willie Mack Show posted a video about Pastel Belle and explained why she is wrong on her stance about Eugenia Cooney, which led to a bit of back and forth between the two creators as they both aired out their arguments and their frustrations with each other in the form of public YouTube videos. And eventually these two creators did squash their differences offline, but during this public turmoil, Petty Page hosted a live watch party where she started off by reacting to the Belle Aubrey versus Willie Mack feud, but the live stream quickly turned into kind of like a party where all the drama and commentary creators were invited to hang out and chat and even call in to express their thoughts. This live stream included call-ins and input from Keemstar, Repzilla, Tipster, and Cringy, among others.
Repzilla is sitting here bullying Eugenia Cooney, saying that she's somewhat of a villain.
The Keemstar is asking to speak to you on live. Do you want to accept the call? It's completely up to you. I'm giving you that option. You can completely decline.
Honestly, I don't think it's a good idea.
You don't think it's a good idea?
But I just think it's so
fucking hilarious how Repzilla is sitting in the call or in the chat when Keemstar is like talking to you, basically going, I need Keemstar to let me in. I want to talk. I need to say my piece. And then he doesn't say anything. When he has his turn to talk, he just dips. He's like, I don't want to talk to Keem anymore.
In which some of these creators had disagreements with each other during the live stream, which is another huge example of drama and commentary creators clashing with each other on a very meta level. And we just briefly mentioned Keemstar, who also participated in Petty Page's live stream. But Keemstar is known for almost being not the leader, but one of the most well-known creators in the group mentioned earlier that I called the Commentary Bros. Keemstar doesn't really identify as a drama or commentary channel though, despite making very similar content to other drama channels. And he isn't very well liked amongst most drama channels either. But despite this, Gabby Hanna, who has found herself in titles and thumbnails of a ton of drama videos, almost formed a kind of friendship with Keemstar recently because to her, he was really the only one who actually understood her and supported her side regarding all the backlash that she's endured for her words and her actions.
Like the new drama that you were in where you were talking about, you being a or whatever at the what was that the
Escape the Night.
Like she admittedly was like a bitch on the set, right? And she admits it, right? They jump on her. Gabby Hanna's lying. This is what she really did. She said she was a bitch. It's so insane.
Of all the non-beauty guru creators, I'm pretty sure Gabby Hanna is probably the one who has been reported on, commented on, and analyzed and criticized the most by drama YouTube. And I think I know the reason for that. Gabby engages with the drama. Not only does she just engage with it by responding to it online and calling out specific drama channels by name, but she is admitted to feeding into the drama in order to try to take control of it. Even though Gabby is probably the most reported on non-beauty creator on YouTube, Tana Mojo and Trisha Paytas seem to be close runners-up. But unlike Gabby, Tana and Trisha don't really care about being called out. They really usually ignore it, and they keep doing their thing, so eventually there's nothing really more to report on. And when there is something to report on, people seem to kind of stop caring at some point because it's just Tana being Tana, or it's just Trisha being Trisha. But Gabby will keep giving drama channels something to say, and the cycle keeps continuing because she keeps engaging, and it's definitely kind of like a toxic relationship between Gabby and drama YouTube. And Gabby Hanna gets personally involved with drama creators too, because she has been known to make friendships behind the scenes with certain creators. She would try to DM some to kind of get an inside scoop or change their minds. One example of this being a conversation and a phone call Gabby had with a small creator by the name of Hello Leash, who is mostly known for her deep dives and analysis videos on Gabby Hanna. But during this phone call, Hello Leash recounts having a very long and emotional conversation with Gabby that led to a seemingly amicable conclusion, but after some time and some other events that happened, Hello Leash decided that she actually felt icky and even a little bit manipulated by Gabby, which led to even more discourse between the two. But overall, with all of the reactions and interactions between Gabby and drama YouTube, some people definitely think that this was a method of control or manipulation used by Gabby to get ahead of the drama, but that ultimately failed. Gabby always says that she hates drama, and people always call BS on that claim, but I actually believe her. I believe that all this time that she has been saying that she hates the drama and she's been saying she wants it to stop, I feel like that's the reason why she got so involved. She wanted to kind of grab the drama by the balls and try to show them who's boss, but it did not work. It obviously made things worse for her, and it got worse the more she fed into it to try to gain control. And again, that's why Gabby is so involved in the drama community more than really anyone else. That's why Gabby has this whole kind of segment in this video and not Tana Mojo or Trisha Paytas. But again, the subject of Gabby Hanna causes a rift between one side of drama YouTube and the other, with the commentary bros actually standing up for Gabby, and Gabby seemingly finding a source of comfort and support from them, and in turn, she has supported them, shared their content, and even participated in some of their channels. And back to the point of this video, it just all leads back to the drama community on YouTube having yet another thing to owe their divide to. And today we are still seeing feuds between drama creators pop up on Twitter and YouTube. The other day, E, a very popular cable TV channel based on celebrity gossip, actually released an episode of their show, E! True Hollywood Story, that recounts the story of Dramageddon and Dramageddon 2 on YouTube. And during this episode, E actually interviewed a variety of creators ranging from Manny MUA to Jackie Aina to Smokey Glow to even Trisha Paytas, among others. And even this television show, this episode, caused a lot of discourse between creators on Twitter, with Dustin Daly posting some screenshots from the episode showcasing two drama creators, Ashley Kyle and Hannah of Smokey Glow, in the episode that retells the story of the biggest YouTube drama in history. And he captioned the tweet, "Me makes a video rehashing things from the past and gets dragged. Other people go on E and do it. Yes, Queen, slay, OMG, yes. F y'all." And this tweet naturally ignited another rivalry, even though that was probably not Dustin's intention, but people quickly began commenting about Hannah's job description that was listed under her name in the episode, beauty influencer, throwing a bit of shade at her for being a drama channel, but being classified as a beauty influencer in the television episode. But looking at all of this, just taking a step back, bigger picture style, this is just another petty piece of shade. That's just, again, causing a rift between two or more people who really don't have anything substantial to fight about or argue about, at least in this specific situation. And my opinion here, as someone who doesn't really know either of them or has never really talked to either of them, I still do feel like they're both good people, but they just have different perspectives. So why do we need to poke and prod and ignite pettiness because Hannah has the words beauty influencer under her name instead of drama channel? Like, does it really matter? We are all drama channels anyway. And TV producers are shady. We don't even know if they let Hannah choose her description or not. I know on The Bachelor, producers ask contestants about their job titles, but they go ahead and switch up the wording anyway, for a multitude of reasons. And that could have happened here too. Or maybe Hannah just wanted to call herself a beauty influencer, which is totally cool too.
I fully went into this knowing that, like, I was coming from the perspective of being like a drama commentary channel. Like, that is what I'm known for on YouTube. That was what I thought my role was in this whole series. And I was very surprised that they labeled me as like a beauty YouTuber, just because I was like, I mean, it's not wrong. Like, I do beauty. Like, that's not an incorrect label in my opinion. It was just like not where I thought they were going to go with it.
But from this, there are just so many arguments happening in the drama community. People pointing fingers, blaming each other, being mean, being petty, and I think this is just the beginning of the downfall, before the crash at rock bottom, unless something changes. And with that, I really do want to thank all of you who have been tagging me in your art within the last few months, and I really want to start sharing them here again. So here's a cute mushroom drawing that I was tagged in on Instagram by Pokio Draws on Instagram. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but again, please tag me in your art on Instagram or Twitter so I can see your work and share it here. Also, remember to visit my Patreon if you might be interested in some fun monthly art benefits like downloadable coloring pages and stickers and thank you cards sent to you in the mail. And also shout out to my top tier Patreon members, Teal, Maury, Lily, Jasmine, Fabian, and Evie. As always, thank you guys so much for your support, and I really hope you're doing well if you're watching. And I hate outros, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, bye.